idea of eating too much protein, because it's a myth buster that I wanted to make sure that I talked about at some point, because I've had a few people ask me about it. I mean, is there such a thing as eating too much protein? And the short answer is yes. And you may be thinking like, what the hell, really? I'm trying to, get these gains. Like, I need to do the protein. So, here's the thing, you guys. If you eat too much of anything, the body responds. Like, every time. Without fail. So, when you eat too much protein, what happens is that your body will actually break down and oxidize the protein for energy, and you don't want that to happen, simply because you want your protein to serve the purpose of replacing the nutrients that you get from the protein. You don't want it to be that your body's burning protein for energy. That's not a good place to be, and that's a no-no. I mean, it's like your body needs fuel, right? So that's the reason why you have fats in your diet, you have carbohydrates in your diet. The protein's supposed to come in and replace those nutrients that you lose when you lift and when you're constantly tearing down the muscle. As far as energy is concerned, you're supposed to be getting that from your carbohydrates and your fats. So when you become a protein oxidizer, you mess up the whole chemistry of your body, and you start breaking down protein as energy, and it's just not a good place to be at. So we should be maximizing on using protein for its sole usage, meaning that once you figure out what your protein intake is supposed to be for the day, to stick at that. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty hard for you to eat too much protein. At least I believe so, unless you're just going bananas, like eating freaking 10 pounds of chicken a day and egg whites and 13 protein shakes, or I mean just going ridiculous with it, because even with me, I know that I'm supposed to have like about 240 grams of protein a day, and there's a lot of times that I fall short of that, because you get protein from not only meat but like from vegetable sources too. So knowing that I am under that, I can't even imagine going over, like, because there are people that, like double their protein, and that's a lot. That is a lot. So, I mean, I found a really great article on bodybuilding.com. I'll go ahead and share it on Twitter, so that you guys can see exactly what the experts are saying about eating too much protein. But the short answer is yes, there is a such thing as eating too much protein, and we want to avoid protein oxidation, because that is a big no-no for our gains. We want to be able to gain muscle and burn fat. We don't want to burn everything as energy. That's just not where we want to live. So keep that in mind when you are doing your meal planning, when you're starting to, explore some of your options as far as like eating, because I know a lot of people have been asking me about the carb cycling and whatnot. So I think that I'll put out a PDF about this very topic, or I'll just put out a PDF about how to figure out your macros, which is your protein, carbs, and fat intake daily. So yeah, maybe I'll just do that. That way, everything else will basically figure itself out. So look forward to that. I'll probably do that before the end of the week. So, but yes, do not overeat your protein. Do not. It's just like anything else though. Don't overeat your fats. Don't overeat your carbohydrates. It's just going to be all kinds of crazy. And I don't know if you guys listened to that show a while back where I said I had to go back and look at my diet, and I found out I was eating too much fat, and that was the reason why I wasn't losing any body fat percentage. It's just, like I said, the body will automatically respond when you're not having a balanced diet. That's why they call it a balanced diet. Alright, so, moving on. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, or music break, if you will. And then when I come back, I want to talk to you all about a very, very important part of working out. And it doesn't get enough glory. But we're going to give it its glory today. So, don't go anywhere. This is the Daily Fitness Show with Dominique Jay. I'll be right back after this music break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Daily Fitness Show with Dominique Jay. Alright, so check it out. The one thing that does not get enough of its credit when it comes to working out is sleep. A lot of people, I don't know what it is, like nobody really talks about how important rest is. Everybody gives like all these tips on how to do these workouts, and they're like, yo, these are the 5 most efficient ways to grow your biceps, or this is the best way to build your back or your legs or your butt or whatever. But nobody talks about sleep. So I think it's really important that we talk about sleep and the importance of rest, but also talking about getting sleep, because what happens sometimes is that we're working out and then we have all this extra energy that we need to burn off, and then we have like temporary cases of insomnia. Just happened to me not too long ago. So that's why I'm talking about it, because I think it's really important to go over what your options are as somebody who A, needs to get the rest so that your body can recover, but B, needs to get a good night's sleep so that you can have the sufficient energy for the next day. So one of the things that I realized was that I was up super late and just awake for no reason, just awake, not even like I had anything to do or nothing. I would literally try to go to bed and just be laying there like, what the hell is going on, and get up and have to walk around and stuff to try to like burn this energy, do some jumping jacks, do something, damn it, I need to get to bed. So I thought I had like real hardcore insomnia or something, and then I started thinking about it. It's like, no, I just got extra energy by the end of the day, especially on my high carb days. I have so much extra energy. So what I do on those days is I try to like work out 2 times a day so I can tire myself out and burn the actual carbohydrates. But here's some tips for you to get a good night's sleep in the case that you don't want to go work out again, or you want to, just be more efficient with when you go to sleep or how you go to sleep. So one of the things is that you have to get on a schedule. So try to go to sleep at the same time and get up at the same time every day, even on the weekends, guys, because the body, it definitely is a rhythmic thing. If once you put it into some type of rhythm, it does that rhythm. Like, it really just, it loves it. It loves that consistency. It loves having a routine. So try to go to sleep and get up at the same time every day. I know sometimes it gets hard because, going to sleep late because of work, kids, other obligations, or just want to go hang out. I get it. But really try. More days than not. Okay? Avoid sleeping in. That's basically the same thing. But one thing that I have to do and had to do is be more smart about my napping. So I think naps are really freaking awesome. Like, they're the shit. I really enjoy napping. Only problem is, when you nap at the wrong time, you're up all night. It's a known thing. Because when you go to sleep in the middle of the day, you're recharging the battery, and then the body's like, oh, well, we're up now, so let's go. So make sure that if you are taking naps, that you're taking them earlier in the day, or avoid taking naps altogether. I read this one article that said if you limit your naps to about 15 to 20 minutes in the early afternoon, you're good. Which I've never been able to take a 15-minute nap. I don't know who the hell does that. That's not my speed. So, last but not least, when you eat, if you feel that you're tired afterwards, do something to stimulate yourself, but avoid falling asleep, because if you fall asleep after you eat, then it puts the body in some wild state. I'll share one of the articles that I read on the topic. But basically, if you fall asleep after you eat, you're putting yourself into that whole nap type situation, except for now you have like all these extra chemicals that are going into the brain that are promoting you to be awake later. It's like, oh yeah, guess what? We got the nutrition that we need. We got the rest that we need. So now you're going to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and just be awake for no reason. So those are some of the things that you can do to sleep better at night. And I think I'm going to put this list out in a PDF as well, because there was just so much stuff that I found, like cutting down on caffeine or avoid alcohol before you go to bed. Avoid drinking too many liquids. Oh my god, having to go up to pee in the middle of the night is the worst shit ever. Especially when you're really sleeping good. Terrible. Alright, so I don't have that much time left with you guys. So let me go ahead and wrap it up. On this last note, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for all of you guys who follow all the different social media platforms, who constantly hit me up and ask me questions about things, who are just, consistently on the podcast, listening, giving feedback, all that great stuff. And I think it's fucking fantastic. I'm so blessed and so happy that I can help in the small way that I'm contributing to the fitness world. So make sure that if we're not already connected, that we are connected across the board. Daily Fit Show. My personal page on Instagram is DJ the Queen. You can find me on there, being goofy and whatnot. But make sure that you follow Daily Fitness Show. I'm going to do so many PDFs so that you guys can get this information and have something to physically hold. So tune in tomorrow, Tuesday. It's going down. It is going down. I'm going to release my freaking slow cooking checklist. You don't want to miss that. You just don't. Slow cooking is everything when it comes to meal prep. Anyway, alright you guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the Daily Fitness Show with Dominique Jay, every Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m., 7:30 a.m. Eastern. I'm so happy that you're having a fantastic day. I'm just putting it out there in case you need to hear it. And until next time, make sure you always find peace, love, and happiness no matter what. This is Dominique Jay, and I'm out.